Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online, the first spin-off series in which we play as a TOS character. Let's go ahead and begin Painful Omens. Deep Space Station K-13 hasn't been heard from for some time. Starfleet Command wants you to find out what's going on out there.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Okay. Go ahead and set a course for K-13, which requires us to turn around. And ever so slowly make a game. I don't need you giving me the damn tips. I could have sworn I told you to turn those damn things off. At least I could have sworn there was an option for that stuff, and I could have sworn I turned it off, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Thought there was an option for turning those off, and I thought I had, but maybe I didn't. Really don't know. Not seeing them, so maybe not. The audio really changed as we approached for some reason. It wasn't quite hearing the hum of the warp drive. The Deep Space Station K-13 orbits Beta Phronakis 3, an unremarkable Class K planet. The station was recently constructed by Starfleet in response to elevated Orion Syndicate activity in the sector. We've arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic, no signals, nothing at all from K-13 or the other ships in the system. Scan for signs of enemy ships or activity. Sensors aren't detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures, no signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it. Yellow alert, prepare for approach. So we got the, a Pioneer class frigate and the USS Myrmidon. Captain, the other ships are raising shields and charging weapons. Well then, let's go ahead and fire on the Pioneer class frigate.
Target's shields have failed.
Fire to disable, of course. Come on, there you go. And now we fire on the Myrmidon. All ships disabled, Captain. Let's continue on to the space. Oh, okay, or not. Captain, those are Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. The weapons were at full power. See if you can raise any of the ships. Use all channels. Try whatever it takes to get through. Okay. Open hailing frequencies.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station came from the station!
Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately. Captain Daltrey mentioned the station. Bring us close enough to scan K-13. Apparently we know the captain. I wasn't paying attention if it actually listed the name of the captain there on the dialogue. Maybe it did, and I just failed to notice it because I wasn't paying any attention. Yep, okay, looks like it did. Let's go ahead and scan K-13. No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet. Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look around? Let's have a landing party meet me in the transporter room. Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here, but with whom? No signs of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire, just Federation. I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh, hello, medical officer.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected, the better to render them fit for infestation.
Okay, well, as you can see, we're friendly, Ensign.
Tumet, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
A logical precaution, Ensign. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them. I want to know what we're dealing with.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any recommendations, Ensign?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
I'll take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. This is Lieutenant Wolfman of the USS Kongo. Is anyone on station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you. Wolfman out.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent. Ensign, you're with us. Let's gear up and head to engineering. Let's go ahead and, I guess, give them some armor. Let's proceed to the mess hall, which is through here.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
So you say, but let's clear out the room before we do anything. I have to wait to be out of combat? Yeah.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on this station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Let's keep going. Let's just continue on. Make our way to Scotty first. Where the hell did you come from? Oh, hello. Okay, that guy died standing up, and we vaporized a couple of those guys also, apparently. Okay. It is a little bit weird that right here you seem to remove the film grain effect, but as soon as I get into a darker lit area, you seem to start bringing the film grain back. That's very strange. Okay, let's go to engineering.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Let's not keep him waiting then.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Is that so, Temet?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Glad you're with us, Scotty. Lead the way. Okay, that gives us grenade launcher, which is
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here.
never seen that kit module, if I'm being honest.
That one was easy. Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Scott.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. Wee devils that they are.
And it got on Scott.
I'll have this fixed up straight away.
Yep, you did it, Scotty.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all. This one just needs new fuses.
Ah, everything got on me.
There we are. Good as new.
Jesus, how many of them are there down here? There are way too many down this corridor here. Is that gonna function like a... Huh. I wonder if it's gonna function like a mortar. I assume that's what it is, but it's...
Maybe a bit clicky.
Yeah, it creates a photon mortar, so that's interesting. But they gave it a slightly different name.
Just a wee bit longer. There we are now.
Yeah, let's go to main engineering. I didn't want to roll. Okay, that guy was not in a dark corner. He was in a very brightly lit area from what I can tell. Let's activate station UV lighting. Did it work?
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center to see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Scotty. Stay safe. Let's take the Jeffries tube to the command deck.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
What was your first clue, Ensign?
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, activate UV lighting. There we go.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Wow, these guys are pushovers. Okay, Ensign Hunter.
We need to talk.
Now is not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Roger that, Hunter. Yep, Tarsi, I'm ready to return to my ship. The Ptolemy is holding off the Nakul, is holding the Nakul off while we rescue the other ships, but they won't last long. K-13 is hailing us, Captain. On screen.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Thanks, Scotty.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched.
Yeah.
Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
Well, thank you for telling me what I was already going to be doing anyway, Ptolemy. Also, apparently we sent a Daedalus as reinforcements. That's an interesting decision.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by neural parasites. We've defeated them. Now we need your help fighting this alien ship.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. Some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion burst could disrupt it.
Okay, fire a full beam overload at them.
Target's shields have failed.
And full torpedo spread. And bye-bye, Nakul.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledged. Yeah, that means the Myrmidon and whatever other one that Pioneer-class frigate is should be coming to assist us. Let's evacuate the station. Oh hey, this time they actually take our shields offline.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station. Damn, we missed some people. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels, and I'm gonna need more answers. System scan's clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system on your orders. That's depart system. Hail, Admiral Garrett.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board, but they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Well, thanks, Admiral.
Stay safe.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, I'll take Temet with me. Oh, and they don't actually have that disappear here. I'll deal with that later. So I am recording this episode during a double XP weekend, so we did jump from 6 to 8. Technically speaking, we should have only gone to 7, but hey, you know, double XP. It's just a coincidence, but yeah, it results in this being the way it's gonna work. Okay, there's nothing else I want to do there. It doesn't open up anything there. Well, actually, put that there. And is this a warp core or... Yeah, that's a warp core. Wonderful. Because we currently cap out at, what is it? 5.44. This will get us up to 5.56. Not that much faster, but it is technically faster. You know, just not by much. But I'll take any little boost I can. Temet, here's your new equipment. Okay, just much leave the rest of this as is. Actually, I've never really looked into seeing what the Alliance Vanity Shield looks like on this. Oh yeah, no, God, that's hideous. That's the breast cancer one. I'm not too big on platinum, to be honest, on this ship. You know, a lot of Vanity Shields, in my opinion, kind of look like crap on the TOS style ships. I don't know why. I just don't think any of them look particularly good. So that'll be it for this part. Next part we will do Return to Babel. Or Babel. I can never remember which way it's pronounced. I always pronounce it as Babel, but I don't know if that's... It might be Babel. Either way, that'll be it for this part. I will see you all next time where we will be doing that mission. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and live long and prosper.